Hello and welcome to the Utah Hockey Podcast. My name is Kelly Queel. I'm here with my effervescent co-host, Mr. Mike Wolf. It took me all morning to think of new adjectives.
That's a great word.
I don't even know.
Cole Bagley.
Yeah, could you define, could you use effervescent?
Like glowing and just lovely. And,
you know?
Yeah. Cole Bagley is out with some plumbing issues, which I've been told are not diarrhea related, but questionable to say the least. But today is an amazing day because in studio, we have a two-time back-to-back champ from the Minnesota Frost, who is now going to be playing in the Professional Women's Hockey League in Vancouver this upcoming season. The only Utah resident from the PWHL that I'm aware of. It's Mellissa Channell-Watkins. Yay.
Oh, thank you.
Yay.
Thank you.
Yay. We haven't clapped ever before.
No,
That's
we
kind of
haven't.
fun.
But the studio audience likes to clap. It just doesn't pick up the audio from them.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, if you guys could all be quiet, thank you in the studio audience. We appreciate that. Melissa!
Hello.
Hi!
How are you?
I'm so good, and we're so excited to have you here. We're so excited to be 66.6% female
Yes,
for
exactly.
this for this podcast.
Yeah.
What a year. We got to interview you last fall. Melissa brought the Walter Cup to Utah, took it to the top of the Olympic jump
Thing.
thing. We never really found out a word for it. It's just
Ski
the
jump thing?
ski jump thing.
Yeah. Perfect.
At
Works
the Utah Olympic Park.
I like any time when something, just the name ends in thing.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
the ski jump
it's
thing.
the ski jump
at
thing.
the Utah Olympic Park.
But I guarantee you every single person here knows what that is.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No.
Yeah, we all understand that. And then she was kind enough to bring the Walter Cup and record an episode of the Utah Hockey Podcast with the Walter Cup last fall. So if you haven't already checked out that episode, please do for some extra background.
Yes.
And then she just went off into her hockey season and won it again. How many back-to-back champs are there? Do you know? Like how many actually stayed on for 2 seasons?
Oh, like on our team?
Yeah.
Oof.
Because you're one of a few.
One of a few, yeah. Probably 12,
That's amazing.
maybe more.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So it was fun. It was cool. It wasn't really expected with the way our season was going. But there's something about our team that when it comes to the crunch time, we always just bear down and play our best game, and somehow we just keep doing and we keep winning.
Yeah. Take us back to in the season. This was the first time that you scored a goal as a person on defense. It doesn't happen very often. You've had a ton of assists, but you got your first goal this season. How did that feel?
It was fun. It sucked that it happened away. 'Cause
Yeah.
the crowd was not happy, not pleased. But it was cool. It was really exciting. My teammates were so pumped for me. I have a picture, and every single person on the bench is just going crazy.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to have that, and it was something I'll remember forever. And I should probably score more, but I leave that up to my D partners. They can go and do that.
It felt so nice you did it twice because you did it in the playoffs again. You had 2 goals this season.
I've been trying to tell my coaches all year I am a power play specialist. Put me out there.
Yeah.
And they finally did, and I scored. So, sometimes they should just listen to me. Sometimes I know what I'm talking about, but not too often.
This is amazing. Take us back to what it felt like to not only win it once, but back to back. What did it feel like when you finally learned that you were a champion again?
Honestly, when we had to go into overtime again, we were all in the locker room, and we were like, guys, we cannot get on an airplane tomorrow.
Yeah.
If we go back to Ottawa, we have to stay an hour and a half away from the rink because Prince Henry was in town. So we were like, if anything, we cannot lose because we cannot go through that experience. And so I think in the locker room, we were all just kind of like, this is it. Like last year we won on home ice and then lost. Mm-hmm. So it was really cool to do it in front of the home fans.
Yeah.
They were able to celebrate with us. I think we had, I don't even know how many people were there, but the whole lower bowl was packed. The middle bowl was packed, and it was so fun. It was so cool. I still get goosebumps thinking about it. And then being able to celebrate with our families coming out on the ice afterwards,
Yeah.
I was like, this is what it's about.
It just felt like such a bigger deal.
Yeah.
I mean, you had people wearing champion stuff from 2024.
Right, and
who are then celebrating 2025.
I know, and it's like people in the stands were always like, oh, back to back, like we can do it. And everyone obviously doubted us because everyone always doubts the champs, whatever it is. And we just came out and proved ourselves and showed like year one wasn't a fluke. Like we earned our way in and we won. And then this past season too, we actually had to work very hard at the end of the season to get into the playoffs. And we made it a little bit different, a different storyline this year, which was, it was much needed, but it was good.
Yeah, it wasn't domination the entire time. It was a struggle.
Yeah, it was,
to get to
especially
the end.
that final series too against Ottawa. I mean, tip my hat to them. They were such a hardworking team, and going into overtime with them every single game, I was like, oh, buckle up. I just remember, I think it was after our game 3, I think was triple overtime or something. In the locker room, our staff and everybody's coming in with boxes and boxes of pizza, and they're like, you guys need to eat. And I'm like, I need to go to bed.
So tired.
I can't even think about putting a piece of pizza in my mouth. I need to go to bed.
Famously, we were cracking up at whatever team had mustard packets up against it because it was triple overtime.
Yeah.
Oh, we were like, how do you even tell your body to keep going?
Honestly, at that point, it's just survive in advance.
Yeah.
You're so tired, but you go out there for your 30, 40 seconds, and then you get right off. And if you're out there for longer, you're going to feel it.
Yeah.
And you're going to straight leg, and you're going to just try to get to the bench.
Yeah.
Have you ever downed a mustard packet?
No. No.
What's your favorite
They do that for
recovery?
cramping. Yeah. What's your in-game recovery solution?
She's chugging pickle juice.
Colin loves pickle juice.
Oh.
He does. He drinks pickle juice often. I steer away. No, not a fan. It sounds terrible. I don't do anything for cramps. I don't really drink water during games. I don't really eat before games. I don't do much before or during. But this game,
A natural powerhouse.
Yeah, just trying to, work my way.
Just
but no,
built different. That's probably all it is.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't buy this. It's
So
just
I think
the way it is.
maybe by the end of the second or the first or second overtime, I was like, okay, maybe I should just try Gatorade.
Mm-hmm.
So I just popped a little Gatorade packet and had a sip, and I'm like, this isn't tasting great.
Yeah.
Even my D partner Sophie, she was like, I need something, but I can't.
Yeah.
She had a sip of an applesauce, and she's like, nope, can't do it. So it's funny how everyone's so different.
Yeah.
Some people need to be feeling the whole time, and other people are like, if I have anything in my system, it's gonna come right back up. So
I know this is not even close, but in beer league, I don't drink any water either.
So
So now I'm
Honestly,
a professional.
it's impressive though, because at this elevation,
Yeah. You got to be
That's-
hydrating.
yeah.
I try to hydrate before the game and then don't eat it.
well,
so,
as long as
same.
you have like a glass of wine after, you'll be fine.
Yeah, perfect. Oh, sorry, go
I
ahead.
guess speaking of Utah, for the people who didn't hear the interview before, how did you end up in Utah? I mean, you originally born in Canada, right? And then grew up for most of your life in Michigan.
Yeah.
How did you end up
Yeah. So
here?
that man over there across in the studio, you can kind of put your binoculars on to find him. There's a lot of people. No, so I moved out here 2022-ish. One of my old teammates who actually lives up here introduced my now husband and I back during COVID. And I was in Michigan, he was in Utah. We're like, there's no way this is going to work out. The world is shut down. Nobody can go anywhere. I'm talking to this guy I've never met before via Snapchat. Like, what is this? And then 5 years down the road, here we are married and living up here. So, I mean, I would not want to be anywhere else. I love it up here. So,
It's so cool. We love hearing about people who love Utah. Big move coming up for you. We had a big restructuring in the PWHL because they added 2 new teams, one in Vancouver and one in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
There was all of the teams locked 3 players, and then they had a little bit of a reshuffling, a redraft, and you were chosen to go to Vancouver. What was that whole week like? It was like chaos for me to watch it, so I can't even imagine you going through
honestly, when they announced the expansion, I was excited just because, I mean, having family and being born in Seattle, I was like so pumped that there was going to be a team there. Like when I was playing hockey there, I was playing with the boys. There was no girls hockey there. So being able to see that come about is awesome. So I was kind of thinking about going to Seattle just because close to home, family, whatever. But then once I started seeing the team Kara was putting together, I was like, that's a team I want to be a part of. I mean, you have Claire Thompson, Sophie Jakes, Jen Gardner, the Sarah Nurse. Like, that is just in that core is just such a great group of girls inside the locker room, but even better people off the ice and on the ice. So when they reached out to me and my agent just to talk, I was like, you guys are on the top of my list.
Yeah.
Like, how can you say no? It's a beautiful city. Playing in a Canadian market, too, is so much fun. So it was definitely a whirlwind. All the teams were kind of reaching out to my agent, trying to talk, trying to figure out what to do. I was trying to figure out what to do, trying to see if he could even be in Canada.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of things that went into it. But at the end of the day, I was like, I have to go where my heart wants to go. And it's definitely with that group of people in Vancouver.
That's so wild. Just to like, just be like kind of moved around, but it was draft style, right? Like you're not like signing.
It was.
You did get to kind of choose.
I was a free agent. So I was able to kind of pick from all the teams that reached out to me and my agent. And then at the end of the day, it was Vancouver who came with the best offer, the best opportunity. And obviously just like I keep honing in on the group of girls that are there, and they're just I can't even explain how great they are.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, my friend and I were saying, we're like, even if we do end up sucking on the ice, which I know we won't, we're going to have the most fun in the league.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a good season either way.
You've been friends with Sarah Nurse for a long time. It's going to be fun to finally play together.
Yeah.
She made a lot of friends out here. We had the USA versus Canada game in Utah, and we had a lot of Nurse fans out here. It was a lot of fun.
Did Dean have a sign for Nurse or no? Yeah. One of Colin's friends, his groomsmen, they actually walked down the aisle together at our wedding. So he was there yelling and cheering for her pretty loud. So,
amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Okay, well, last week, Mellissa Channell-Watkins was invited to be a part of a girls' clinic. Alex Kerfoot is kind enough to have taken on kind of the responsibility from the Utah Mammoth to work with the girls in Utah. And you got to be a part of a clinic with Alex Kerfoot, and Hillary Knight came.
Yeah.
Tell us all about that.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was shocked at the amount of girls that showed up.
I think there was like 250.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, the first group was really cool to see too. It was girls who have never played hockey before. So they're getting rental skates from downstairs. They have their little mittens on, and I'm like, do you want my gloves? Do you want my stick? Like,
stuff?
here,
Yeah.
take my things. So it was really cool just to see like the joy on their face of just putting on the skates and learning how to just do the basic stuff. Like I'm teaching girls how to turn, and I'm like, this is so cool.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't really get this back in Michigan or in Canada where you grow up on skates basically. So it was really cool, those first two groups. And then as they got older, the girls, like the talent level, I was blown away, to be honest. Because I was
saw
like,
some videos of them skating backwards, and I was like, cool. What's Mellissa teaching them? Because that looks pretty good.
yeah, it was awesome. And just being able to see like some of the girls, they were like, they knew who I was. And I'm like, this is cool. Like now I know how Hillary feels on a day-to-day basis. Not to that extent, but no, it was fun. It was really cool to see everything. Alex did an incredible job, and shout out Kristen Bonus. She put it all together, and it was such a great day. From the learn to skate to the girls who are talking about trying to go to colleges and asking me for help with that kind of route. It was really cool to be a part of.
Just magical. Seriously, so cool.
Yeah. So you've gotten to watch kind of with all of us the growth of the sport here in Utah, or at least in a lot of ways the discovery of the sport.
Right.
It's like people figuring out that fire exists and then being like, this is the best thing I've ever found in my entire life.
It's so warm.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I guess what have been your observations, because you grew up in a place that hockey is everyone loves hockey. Everyone likes hockey.
Right.
Grew up kind of around a historic franchise. What are your observations of Utah and how the sport's grown here over the last couple of years?
I'm excited to go to another Utah hockey game. Now Mammoth, sorry, excuse me. Because the first time we went, I was more entertained with the people around me and hearing what they were saying was happening on the ice. Like, oh, why is that person over there not with his teammates? Oh, he did something wrong. He's in timeout. And it's just like, why is that a whistle? What? And it's just like, now I'm excited to go back and actually hear like people cheering for things that they know are happening.
Yeah.
And I mean, as long as you give people something to cheer about, I mean, Ryan Smith did a great job of filling the arena and making it such a big hype. And now with all the renovations and stuff, like, it's going to be really cool. And I'm so excited to see kind of that aspect of everything. And then again, with the Olympics coming up in 2034, if that's even official, I don't know. But it'll be cool because now the city will know the game of hockey, and hockey's normally one of the bigger sports at the Olympics. So I think it'll be really cool just to kind of see how it starts and then kind of where it ends. Not where it ends, but like where it'll be when the Olympics come around. Yeah.
It's interesting because not only are you getting to watch a sport grow from nothing to something here in Utah over the last year and a half almost, but you get to watch the you got to watch the PWHL grow from nothing in Minnesota to now 2 years later it's something. So I feel like that's kind of fun that you get to watch kind of two different styles of the sport grow.
And I was talking to, back when I coached at Little Caesars, some of the girls were asking like, what's it like playing in the league and all this stuff, and I'm like, it's great now, but when you guys get to it, it's gonna get better every year after year. We're gonna make improvements. We're gonna find we're gonna iron out the kinks, like all that stuff. And it's crazy to think that if I do play another year, I'll be playing against some of the girls that I coached. I'm like, you guys are still 16 years old. What do you mean you're graduating college this year?
That is wild.
But yeah, it's cool. And I mean, the main reason why I stuck with playing was because I just knew the talent of girls that were coming up in that youth program, and they deserve something to look forward to and play for a living. And I think the PWHL, shout out Kendall Coyne and Billie Jean King and the Mark Walter group, like they've done such an incredible job of the first 2 years, and I'm excited to see kind of where it takes off.
I think what's so cool too is like they started the PWHL having unnamed teams, right? They were just the cities. Now you're going to an expansion team. You're another unnamed team. They're just going to call themselves now. Vancouver for now.
I hope we have team names. My husband and his friend and his wife, we were kind of using ChatGPT to come up with
try to
names.
figure out what it would be.
We said the Vancouver Seawolves, and we had a great little mascot. We had it not printed out, but ChatGPT made it for us. So I mean, hey, I got some good names up in my brain, but I'm excited to see.
Mellissa has good ones.
I'm excited to see if we actually end up having a team name. If we do, great. If we don't, I don't really care. Yeah. I'm just so excited to be there and kind of start women's hockey out west.
Yeah, it is wild. We were just talking about more expansion. This past year, the PWHL expanded their game venues into Seattle, Vancouver. You got to play in Michigan, which was really exciting. Yeah. And they kind of tested the market. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Of figuring out if those would be good expansion cities?
Yeah, I think kind of the league, obviously we want to expand. We want to get bigger, but we have to do it in increments. You can't just overnight expand. So we're just kind of going around different, the takeover tour and seeing what fan bases show up and show out. And I mean, obviously every single one that we went to this year, Denver was incredible. Detroit was incredible. We went to Raleigh, which I was not expecting much, and they definitely showed up. And it's really cool to see like hockey in different areas of the United States, and then kind of how they support the women's game too.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. It's just so cool to think about.
Yeah, I actually am in favor of when there's an expansion team, or I was when the Utah Hockey Club was like, we're just Utah and we're a hockey club and that's all we are. I was like, that's dumb. And then we did it for a year and I was like, that was actually kind of sick.
It was kind of cool.
I like the idea of just adopting like, no, we're just the city.
Yeah.
And then in a year, and a lot of fans will be like, oh, it's just a cash grab to sell more merch. So be it.
Smart.
I like merch.
To be fair, guess what? I'm going to buy more merch.
I got some. The Mammoth logo is great. I love the color scheme. I'm a big light blue gal.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's smart. You get people invested. They buy the merch. I mean, I'm always going to call it the Utah Hockey Club.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's what my merch says.
Yeah.
It's not even just that, but it's just like, oh, yeah, where are you from? Oh, Utah, the Utah Hockey Club. Or I'll tell Colin, oh, you want to go to a club game? Like, we're just...
In the club.
Yeah.
ERB, yeah.
We all fail.
Exactly. So it's always just going to be the Utah Hockey Club in my brain. But I do love the color. I love the logo. But I'm excited to kind of see what Vancouver and Seattle come up with. Because at first, a couple of the teams I was not too sold on. But then once I saw the jerseys and the fan bases and all the things that are going into it, it's like, okay, now I really actually enjoy all these team names.
Totally. I was the same. I don't know that I can even still pronounce the Montreal Victoire because that is just, French is not in my vernacular in any way. But beyond that, I was on board with most
Frost,
of them.
easy.
Frost, nailed
We know
it.
that
Easy.
one.
Yeah, simple.
They're like
Boston Fleet,
Minnesota. Nailed
Yeah.
it. Fleet, great.
yeah. Great like detail too to some of the things.
Yes, the
Like,
logos were good.
Yeah, they
I
really put some
appreciated
detail
them.
into it, and I was a little skeptical at first, but then once you saw it in person, like online, it's different. And then once you see it in person, you see all the girls and all their get up, and it's just, it actually turned out very.
Especially those like sewn stitched jerseys. You're
Yeah.
like, yeah, I see
Yeah.
the color scheme now.
Yeah, exactly.
You had seen the Frost logo before we had heard about it last year, and you were like, it's different than I thought it would be. You were saying because you thought it would have black in it or something,
Yeah.
and now it just had
Yeah.
dark purple. And
Well, and now I think all teams are changing, instead of having like black and blue helmets and gloves, like Minnesota is going all purple. Wow. Yeah.
I'm biased and think that's really cool because
I
I'm a
thought it
purple
was-
person.
I thought I saw the SketchUp when we were when we were packing up all of our stuff, and I was like, "What's that?" Like, that
Do I
looks
get one of
kinda-
those to go just for
That looks
funsies?
kind of cool. So yeah, I'm excited to see what season 3 brings of all the teams now finally fully adapting their team colors, and they're hopefully maybe one day there'll be mascots.
And then you get to reopen. You just get to start from zero again.
Exactly.
This is really fun that we've finally gotten to where our team identity is the way it is. Bye.
Yeah. See ya.
You're welcome for defining everything. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, back-to-back champs. See ya.
Yeah, you're welcome for my legacy stamp. But
Yeah, so true though. Okay, what about this year? The PWHL introduced more contact. How did it feel to be out on the ice with a little more roughing?
I think it was the first year was definitely difficult because nobody knew what was going on with the body contact. Like, you can get away with some stuff in college, but this was like a whole new level. And then year 2, I think it just kind of got a little bit harder, hurt a little bit more.
Yeah, there were a couple good people got laid out.
Yeah, there were
It got more intense.
there were some big hits this year. Thankfully, I wasn't a part. I had one scary one, but I mean, like I was telling you earlier, I kind of learned my lesson. You pick and choose who you're gonna go up against, and I can tell you
Try
right
to body
now,
up on.
Hillary Knight. I tried so hard, and I just plopped right over. So, no, it's definitely I'm happy because it brings more excitement to the game. And girls are actually learning to use their bodies more, which makes the game a lot better. But it's still a little scary, especially for a little one like me.
She's like, please don't hurt me.
I'm like, I'm just trying my best out here.
Well, it is funny in women's hockey that you learn to move around people, you learn to maneuver around people, and then
Right.
adding checking in, you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna whack you first and then go around you or whatever, right? Like, it is a different way of thinking.
Yeah, and girls are already mean. Like,
Yeah.
we
Vicious.
before we
Why did I
couldn't
agree
hit.
with that so fast? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
the 30.3% agree. It's hard.
I have a daughter who's a year and a half,
Yeah,
and she's already
that's
mean.
it.
Yep. Yeah.
She's the best in the world, but she's mean. Yeah.
But it's like
She body checks you.
Yeah.
we couldn't hit before, so we would always just run our mouths.
Yeah.
But now we're running our mouths, we're hitting, we're just doing all these things, and I'm like, ooh,
Getting
buckle up.
spicy.
On the question of physicality, would you be in favor of them introducing being allowed to fight in the PWHL?
There was one fight.
We had one fight this
Yes.
year.
There was one
Yes.
fight. I would never partake in one. My husband would probably be very mad
Sure.
hearing me say that. My dad also, he was a fighter. But you know, I'd rather run my mouth and then boogie on out and let my teammates deal with the mess that I caused. But I think it'd be
This
cool.
is a message directly to the PWHL. Please mic up Mellissa. I need to hear it.
Yeah, I feel like we need to. I want a.
The supercut.
Yeah, I want a supercut. I want a mic'd up broadcast where I can just listen to people. Like, I want them to be like, okay, Melissa's saying this
It's
right
a
now.
pay-per-view, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll pay
It's
for
kind
that.
of like the Manning cast.
Yes.
For
Yes.
Monday Night Football.
Yes.
But
We'll have an alt cast.
But
with
it's
just
live,
the-
and
it's-
and
yeah.
the people who they're featuring are players in the game. Just
Imagine they mic
yapping
every
the
player,
entire
and then
time.
they're just like,
it's so funny though, because whenever somebody's mic'd up, they're always like, guys, I'm mic'd up.
yeah,
and
I
then
have
we'd
to
be
tell
like,
people.
so you hold back when the mics are on.
You try to, yeah,
Sure,
but sometimes it just flows.
Yeah.
But
You're in the
it's
game.
yeah, you're competitive. We want to win. Everybody's out there to win, and sometimes some things are said, and it's like, oh, I don't know where that came from. I apologize,
Yeah.
but then you just kind of keep going.
Then everybody's friends off the ice,
Exactly.
just skipping and running into the sunset.
Exactly. That's
The
the funny
concept
thing
is
about
so
girls
funny.
hockey. It's like you can hate each other on the ice, but then the second the game's over, you're like, hey, want to go grab drinks?
Yeah, yeah, sounds great. That is so funny.
If I could introduce a little bit of a segment here,
Oh,
some rapid fire questions
Oh gosh.
for you. So, Vancouver HR department, watch out. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
there isn't one yet,
Yeah,
right?
no, it's fine.
She's fine.
They don't even
I'm
have a
off the
name.
record.
It's good. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like Utah last year, just no name. All right, favorite stadium to play in and why?
In the P-Dub,
Yeah,
That was so cool.
or that you've ever played in. I like that you just said P-Dub.
I know,
though.
that was so cool.
We're saying
In
that
the
now.
P-Dub?
I will say Little Caesars Arena was probably my favorite, just because of history, whatever. But I think
Sure.
the most intense games are always Montreal, I would say. Ottawa is pretty cool too, but I don't like the sheet of ice specifically. Their crowd is great, but I'd have to say Montreal.
Nice.
The Victoire.
Best chirp you've ever heard or delivered. If you're not allowed to say if we're gonna get too explicit, it's okay.
We'll bleep
You
it.
can
This is
bleep it,
KSL.
yeah.
We'll bleep it.
Sometimes we just hear people say like, "I think you need therapy." Like something so calm.
Dude, that's
I
good.
think sometimes like the more calm you are about your approach with things gets them even more
Yes.
angry. So
I
there's
think you need therapy.
yeah, or another good one is I hope you have a second job. Not to a player. Well, sometimes to a player, but it's just like it's funny banter though.
Yeah.
We don't
Yes.
say it to them, we say it to each other on the bench. Like it doesn't get out there. But
Yeah,
I hope
Yeah.
you have a second.
feels like it gets out there.
sometimes
That is
sometimes
amazing.
yeah, but again, sometimes it just
This is
slips out.
so like women's hockey though, that they're just little stabs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little jabs.
Colin
You
has
need
given me
therapy.
some ones that I should use, but we'll keep those in the back burner for this
Okay,
year.
cool.
Use them for when you're mic'd up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Later in
after
the
you
season.
guys after Vancouver wins the cup this year,
Right.
we'll have
Yeah.
you back on.
Perfect.
Maybe once you've used them, we could hear them then.
Honestly, Walter would be sad to not come back to Salt Lake. Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. He would be like, I need to go back to
He's
Salt
I
Lake.
think you need
where-
therapy is freaking hysterical.
I'm going to use that all
That
the time.
is-
I'm going to say that to strangers on the
didn't
Gosh,
street.
think
I
of
think
it.
you need therapy.
Somebody said one of my teammates said it before, and ever since then it's one of my, or she'll just say, well, at least I'm pretty. And I'm like, sometimes girls go after that
Yeah,
stuff. You know what I mean? Like we
yeah.
don't attack.
Get under the skin.
Yeah. So those never came out of my mouth.
Gorgeous.
Just
wow,
clarifying.
I love. Okay.
Sure. All right. Who's the toughest player you've ever had to defend?
Marie-Philippe Poulin, easily.
She's pretty good.
She's pretty good. She's pretty good at her job. And then Blair Turnbull. She is just a workhorse. Like she's so fast. She's so strong. She knows where she wants to be, and she's gonna get there. So she's pretty good. And then Hillary Knight as well. Just the basic.
You're talking about bouncing off Hillary
Yeah.
Knight. Kind of here.
Yeah.
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 So
What is a part of your game people don't give you enough credit for?
Colin's flexing his muscles over there. Honestly, I just like to kind of fly under the radar. I do my job. I do it well. My dad always said if you're a defenseman and you don't get talked about, that's always a good thing. If you go unnoticed as a defenseman, normally that's a good thing. So I think just kind of sticking to my game, doing what I know I can, I try not to get outside of my bubble. And I know that kind of nips me sometimes, but I think I play the game that I know I can, and I'm just consistent with it. So
Nice. What advice would you give rookie you?
Like rookie me in the league, or like rookie young me?
This is a good question because the PWHL is so new.
Yeah.
Either one.
Because I mean, I would be old for a rookie. Back
Starting
in year
the
one.
PWHL,
Yeah.
But looking back, just keep having fun. Every time I go to speak to girls that are just in high school or middle school, whatever it might be, as long as you're having fun, keep playing. So I think that's kind of what I would tell myself. Just as long as you're having fun, why stop? So,
what is your post-game go-to meal or snack or drink? Sounds like that.
it depends where we are. If we're at home, I really do love a McChicken from McDonald's.
Ooh, good answer.
Winner.
With a Dr. Pepper and fries. But sometimes when we're on the road, chicken tenders, pizza, just
Put the
kid
cows
food.
back in.
Yeah, just kid food.
I didn't expect you to say salad, but it is funny.
No, there was one time where we had if you're an away team, the home team is providing meals for you. And there was one time where we got a salad and we all looked at each other and we're like, how are we supposed to feel full? You're giving me lettuce.
Putting in like the
Sounds like they did that
2,000
on
cows.
purpose.
Yeah.
The home team was eating like
Yeah. Well,
Some
you walk
chicken
by their
wings,
meals
yeah.
and you're like, oh, so you got mac and cheese, you got barbecue chicken. What else you got in there? And then we get a salad and we're like, huh. But no, that was
some gamesmanship.
that was year one. And then we take a survey and we kind of give feedback. And so all the meals now are better, but sometimes I'm a simple gal. Give me some chicken tenders. Give me a pizza. That's about it. And maybe a Dr. Pepper or a Coke Zero.
Love that.
All winners.
Yeah.
All winners.
If hockey had walk-up songs, what would yours be?
Colin has one in his brain for me. Honestly, I get asked this question so often and I have no idea. My range of music is so broad that it's like one day it could be something from Zach Bryan, the next day it could be something from Lil Wayne, it could be Drake. It would just
Very daily.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our team song the last couple of years is Shiver by John Summit.
Ooh.
And that just kind of puts me in a good headspace. So
Yep.
maybe
Yeah.
that one, but I kind of just vibe to whatever's on out there.
Mm-hmm.
Hockey players are known to be pretty superstitious. What's one superstition you believe in, even if it's extremely irrational?
I always put my left side of things on before my right. So
Opposite.
I'll put my pants on, I'll put my left, right. I'll put my socks on left, right. Like foot socks left, right. But only during hockey games. Practice, don't care. Just games.
That's so funny.
All right, who on your team, Vancouver or Minnesota, would not last an hour if they had to go out into, since you're in Vancouver now, a Canadian wilderness?
Canadian wilderness. Honestly, there's a lot of outdoorsy girls. Like a lot of girls love to hike, love to camp, love to do all that. I have to throw my girl Sarah Nurse under the bus. I love you to death, Sarah, but
More of a city gal.
yeah, she's a city gal. Mm-hmm. She is. She'll do an adventure, but she's city gal.
All right, second to last question. Minnesota winters or Vancouver rain?
Vancouver rain. I woke up one morning in Minnesota. It was minus 48 degrees. Colin and I looked at each other and said, well, good thing we have today off.
Not going out there.
No.
You guys looked at each other and you were like, what if there was an expansion draft or something? Gosh.
We gotta get out of here.
No, it gets cold there. So yeah, I would take the rain.
Wow.
All right, final question. If there was a PWHL team in the state of Utah, what would they be called? It's kind of a hard question. This is like...
We're gonna chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to ask my
Your
chat
phone robot.
I don't know. There were a couple of good ones from the Mammoth. I really liked the Outlaws. That one I thought was cool, but I would have to go into a deep dive. Colin probably has a good one off the brain. He's pretty quick with stuff like that, but I don't know. I think they would have to keep the color scheme though, like the light blue, the dark blue.
Mm-hmm.
So something we'd have to look it up, but something along with that color scheme for sure.
My fingers are crossed so hard for an
Same.
expansion team.
Same.
Really,
Ryan.
really trying.
Ryan, you hear that?
Ryan, we're speaking directly to you. He tunes in every week to the podcast.
Ryan, this is directed
Ryan,
to
if
you.
you could start a PWHL team, that would be so amazing. Thank you so much.
I have some contacts if you need them.
And Mellissa told me that she would coach it. Thank you.
What's
she didn't.
what's the general? I mean, you're saying that you guys are playing in the old Vancouver Canucks stadium.
Mm-hmm.
What's the like stadium size requirement? You guys could probably play in the Maverick Center.
Yeah.
Right? Is that a good size stadium? I'm not sure.
I think
Yes.
because some teams, like
The most
Coca-Cola
was, like,
Center,
14,000. Right?
Coca-Cola Center, where Toronto plays, is like 8,800.
Okay.
We were spoiled in Minnesota having the 22,000, just because it's NHL. New York has the big one. Boston, I think, is similar to Toronto. So anywhere between like 8 to 10 is ideal, and then if
Perfect.
you can get more than that, it would be great. So the
So
Maverick
it's like-
Center would be an ideal spot.
Yeah.
Perfect.
10,100.
So, Ryan, we
yeah.
already planned it out. We'll come up with a name on GPT after
Yeah,
this.
and I have some contacts. I can put it all in place.
It's done. It's
Yeah.
already done. You're welcome.
I just need you to sign the check.
Yeah. We need the money. Thank you so much for fundraising for us. 2 more things from me. One, you went ultra viral this season for smacking into another player and your cages were stuck together.
The speed at which we got a text from Kelly being like,
I was
"Look
like,
what
I'm
Melissa
dead, I'm
just did."
dying. Because it doesn't happen in the NHL because they don't wear cages.
Right.
So then for your cages to be attached,
Yeah.
I cannot remember the other player's name.
Mannon
Forgive me.
McMahon.
Mannon.
Yeah.
I
What a
think
name.
that she thought you were up in her grill on purpose, like you were doing it on purpose. She
Yeah.
didn't realize that you were attached.
Right. I think we both were very confused. Like I remember the play, like I angled her off. Next thing you know, poof, face. 2 seconds later, poof, another hit in the face. And she's like, "Get off of me." And I'm like, I
literally can't.
I can't. And then we both kind of looked at each other and we're like, huh. Well, clock's still going, play's still happening. And then I'm like getting pissed at this point. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
I whip my head around and I'm like screaming at the ref. I'm like, blow the whistle.
There's a video of Melissa just
Well, I was
up
just,
against the glass.
She's like, I can't. The puck's in play. And I'm like, the puck is so far away from us right now.
Yeah.
Like, just blow the whistle. And I had internal thoughts in my head to just like sprint as fast as I could with my head still attached to this girl. And other people like, you should just dropped.
Yeah.
Like, just
Yeah.
both fell. But yeah, it was.
She didn't seem on board with anything that you wanted to do. It was
No.
literally like all of a sudden you had to think with one brain
Yes.
and you couldn't move.
No, and it was tough. It was this like, yeah, and you're in game 3 of the playoffs, and
Yep.
you're already high intensity. She's already had an out for me since she's been punching me, hitting me, whatever it is. And I just look at her and I said, "What are we gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like we're
Literally attached.
What are you gonna do about it?" And then she just kind of started running her mouth again, and I was just like, "Okay."
You say you need therapy.
That would have been a good time. That really would have.
Would it have been out of character for you to be in someone's grill that much, like in their face?
In their face, I do like
Physically in their face.
Physically, yes, it would be very out of character of me, but I do
Sure.
like to just kind of run my mouth. It's not something that I'm proud of, but that's okay.
This is fun.
It's
a
something
different-
I feel like it's necessary.
It's a different me out there. It's not
Yeah.
me. It's not who I am.
I feel like it's been pretty real with hockey players recently. I think of like the Brad Marchand
Yeah.
move. Just this season,
Yeah.
it feels like he's had this weird like redemption arc
Yep.
in a lot of hockey fans'
Yeah.
minds where you're like, oh, this guy is kind of a piece of crap on the ice, but he's kind of a great he's a great person.
Right.
Like, this is
Right.
weird. It's necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it just the game gets a hold of you, and then you're just kind of like, well, here we are. I'm just gonna keep running with it.
So
Why
funny.
stop now?
The video just cracked me up. Yeah, I think it happened, and within 10 minutes, I had spoken to your mom, Colin, and the boys from the pod. Like, this is insanity, because for it to happen to you, of all players, it was just hysterical, crazy.
Yeah,
If you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
go look it up.
Go look it up. It's funny though, because that went viral of me. And then, so I posted it on my Instagram story. And my cousin, she skeletons
Yeah.
for Team Canada. And she
Down the
got
ice thing.
head first. She got hit in the head with a broom. So she's like, we both went viral on Bar Down for...
The same day.
No. This was years ago. Hers was
okay.
years ago, but she was just like, at least I'm not the only channel to get this like happen to. And I'm like, okay, touche.
Oh my gosh, that was just insane and too
Yeah.
funny and rare, like I said, because it doesn't happen in the NHL. They're not wearing their cages, so then it
And
was
the
even
memes
crazier.
that came from Colin afterwards
Yeah,
were,
yeah.
when
Now
you tell your wife I'm going golfing and it's me just kind of freaking out.
your head's stuck. It's so funny. All right, last thing, if it's the last thing, is that Mellissa was kind enough to bring us her championship ring
From last year.
from last year.
Yeah.
So we got the champ's hat, first of all.
It probably smells.
She has 2 of these babies now, right? You got
Yeah.
one last year too
Yeah.
for the PWHL. I'm holding
should've
it
brought
out
my
of
chain.
frame. Yeah, the chains are something else. That is funky. So
Yeah.
let's open this sucker up. It's too fancy. You do it.
No,
Oh my
it's,
goodness.
no, it's all. Are you sure?
Yeah, go
No,
for it.
it's-
I'm gonna
I'll
take a
open it.
video this
You
way
wanna
too.
open it?
Yes. If Kelly's not going
What-
to do it, I'll do it.
What are the chances we
Yeah.
ever get to do that again?
When do you get to open professional?
It says
Rings like this
PWHL
before?
Minnesota on it. Is
Oh
this
my
a
goodness.
Tiffany thing too?
No, it's not Tiffany.
Because the
It's,
Walter Cup is
Should I,
Tiffany.
I should probably raise this up.
It's
so
a
the camera
different
can see
company.
it.
I know, that's
Paris
where I'm at.
Jewelers.
I'll do it right here.
Paris
Okay.
Jewelers.
And it was actually really funny. So before we went on our
oh my god, it's so cool.
with the lights too.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you shiny.
It's got little lights in it. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
So we actually had our ring ceremony the day before we left for our last ever road trip.
Wow.
So if it was, they were saying, here, you could get this again if you guys
Yeah.
actually win your games.
Yes, yes.
So I think that
here's
was
the
a little
champ.
bit more motivation, I think, for some of the girls too, especially the new girls. They got to see what kind of happens when you win, and we replayed everything. Our coach cried, like, talking
Really?
about it. Like, it was so sweet. Like, I love Ken to death. I always say this, I'd run through a brick wall for the guy.
Yeah.
And he gave a speech, and all of us, he starts crying, and all of us are like, oh my gosh. Like, we actually have the chance to do this again. So
Yeah.
what are we doing?
Yeah.
So it was actually really cool that it happened the day before we left for one of our road trips, and then now we get another one.
That is crazy.
Hey, you can take it off.
That is great. You're like handling it. The funniest is that last year when we had the Walter, I stood with you holding the Walter Cup, and so now it looks like I won the Walter Cup next to you. So here's my ring.
You
It's
are
pretty
a part of
cool, and it
I can't
says
believe you touched the
inaugural
Walter
season
Cup, Kelly.
on
What
it.
if you win?
I lifted it.
She did lift it.
My son keeps asking me, when are you going to go to the PWHL, sweetie?
Oh, cute.
Someday. Maybe.
Wait.
I'll go to a game.
Okay, yes, I do.
Just so cool.
Fine.
Yeah, but this company is awesome. I don't know if we talked about it last
so
year, but
cool.
our wedding bands got stolen the day of our wedding.
No, I didn't hear that.
Oh, yeah.
This is your one band.
So
The one ring to rule them all, and you're going to have another one.
So we actually have a call with the company, and they're going to help kind of put together a new wedding band.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it going to
So-
be this big, or
I hope not.
this thing's so crazy?
Yeah, so they put in a lot of work. There's a lot of like small details about all the things in it. Like there's meaning behind everything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
All the
All the
diamond
diamonds.
counts and things.
I think this is like games won something. The inside was the final score of the game the day we won. I think something about goals we scored maybe are these things. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of like little meaningful
Yeah.
things to
They worked
the,
hard on that.
Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah, shout out Paris Jewelers.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I cannot thank you enough for being here
No, thank
again
you
as a
guys.
return guest. Cannot wait to speak to you. We are hoping, well, first off, the Walter Cup is coming back to Utah.
Yes.
So stay tuned on when that would be. we are trying to make it some epic event. And so we'll spill the deets when that gets finalized.
Yes.
But I'm stoked on that.
Yes. It should be fun.
I'm so grateful for you.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful you were able to be here. Thanks to our Hab, one of the husbands and boyfriends of the league, Colin, for being here as well. And we will be watching you in Vancouver this season.
I know. I'm excited.
Gonna have a bunch more Utah fans
I
tuning
hope so.
in.
I
I'll keep doing PR for you. It's like my
Perfect.
official, unofficial job. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Utah Hockey Podcast. We will see you soon.
And we're back.
Just kidding. Go ahead.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess this is a me thing. So, a couple weeks ago, a company reached out to me to do some posts on social media about some products that they make. And I was like, yeah, if I can get something for my co-host, let's do it. So, I just know that Kelly invests a lot of money in her kids playing hockey, and I think she's probably still wearing the same gear from when she was in high school.
1,000%. That's true. And it's from Play It Again Sports.
Exactly. So we got you a gift so that you could wear something new. This is from ProStockHockey.com. They have like, basically they buy the overstock of player gear from teams.
Okay.
And then they sell it to people. But not in this case. I didn't buy these. So this
How much
isn't
do I
that
owe you?
thoughtful. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Okay, perfect. It already smells so fresh.
Yes.
Guys, I got new gloves.
Not just any gloves, though. They're the Sherwood team-issued Utah Hockey Club, because it actually is from last year. There's no overstock gear from Utah Mammoth. So.
Yes. The
But they're the
first
same
person.
colors.
Mike, this is so cool.
And Cole's not here, so he doesn't get his thing yet.
Oh my gosh.
Next week.
Okay. This is amazing because not
Do they fit
only
you?
yes.
Okay, cool. Good.
Not only do I have gloves from Play It Again, but they're probably a good 10 years old, so they were
Good.
used on top of.
You should put both of them on.
I'm going to look so cool. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do you think I can score a goal now? Maybe this was the problem all along.
It was probably it.
that I had old gloves. Do you think I can go up to girls now and be like, "You need therapy"?
Yeah, probably.
Just be beaten
I
on them.
just feel like I want to hear. The more she spoke, the more I was like, I feel like women are better at chirping than men.
1,000%.
Because
That's the only
they'll
thing
go
you
after
have going
all of the
for you.
things that like men will say things that are just super outlandish.
Yeah.
Women will get
Under your skin.
graphically personal.
Yes. Yes. That's why your mother never loved you.
My mom does love me. She thinks the podcast is good.
This is so cool. I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
Yeah, happy.
Happy
I was supposed to
Podiversary?
get these for you for Pioneer Day.
Oh, happy Pioneer Day.
For being one of the
appreciate that.
pioneers of hockey and the growth of the sport.
I actually feel like that person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was one of the first women on my high school team. So
You were probably the first woman in Utah to marry her high school hockey
probably
teammate. Yes.
Probably.
So when you think about the history books, think about this moment.
that means a lot to me.
Think about Kelly Queel.
And new gloves that don't smell terrible.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet. I wasn't sure if you'd want the ones with the white stripe.
I
I
love
just
that.
feel like the white stripe on the cuff is a necessity.
Mm-hmm.
Every team's away gloves should have the white stripe on the glove. It's clean.
Especially now that they'll have Utah on their white jerseys away.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Exactly.
Cool.
That'll
I'm
look
stoked.
super clean.
Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Utah Hockey Podcast. You can find us on YouTube under the KSL Sports page under podcasts. You can find us on the KSL Sports app. You can find us on the KSL Sports website. You can tune in on Spotify and Apple and wherever else you get your podcasts. Did I miss one? I did a pretty good job on that one.
I think that was pretty good.
Yay!
So,
have a
listen
good
in.
day. We'll see you next time. Love ya.
Cole will be back if his
Plumbing.
plumbing is fixed. Sure.
Have a good one.